Hi, this is a quick demo of the functions feature in Kippy, where you can use a formula to determine the value of a KPI. So we're going to jump straight into it, and we're going to start by creating a brand new account, and we're just going to call it the example for functions.org. So this creates a brand new Kippy instance. And the first thing I'm going to do is create an objective, and I'm going to just call that objective simply objective 01. And I'm going to create a KPI against that objective called KPI K1, and I'll give it a target of 100 and an actual of 40. And next I'm going to create a second KPI against the same objective called K2, and I'm also going to give that a target of 100 and an actual of 60. So now we've got two KPIs that we can see here. Obviously the score for the first one is 40% and the second is 60%. And now I'm going to create a third KPI called K3, and I want that third KPI to be the average of the first two KPIs. So I can go to maintain, create a new KPI against the same objective, call it K3, again give it a target of 100, and in this formula field I can type in a function, a Kippy function, which will allow Kippy to automatically create the actual of this K3 KPI based on two other KPIs. So the formula for the function is simply an equal character followed by cloud.kippy, and there's a number of different functions available to me now. I'm going to use the average function, and I'm going to say it's the average of the K1 KPI and the K2 KPI. And that's it. I'm going to save that. Now what Kippy is going to do is it's going to take the values from K1 and the values from K2 for this month, work out the average, and assign it to the actual for the K3 KPI. The system will automatically update in a few seconds, and you can see that the average is 50. So if we go back to the scorecard, we can see K1 was 40, K2 is 60, and therefore K3 is 50. Now obviously we can change the value, so if we change the value of the K2 KPI and save, we'll see that Kippy will run the formula and automatically update the score for the K3 KPI. It usually takes about 10 seconds for it to do that. There we go. So the first one's 40, the second one is 80, the average is now 60. And obviously we can also use different formulas. So if I come back to maintain for the K3 KPI, say instead of the average, I wanted to figure out the percentage or the sum or the multiplication, and provide a different function to the K3 KPI. When I save that, again Kippy will take a few seconds to run the formula and update the K3 KPI accordingly. So now it's going to run it as a function. You can see it's updated it to say it's 50%. So 40% is half of 80%. So the actual value score is 50%. So using these formulas, you can use KPI to create new metrics which are based on the function of other KPIs and metrics.